Okay, we are live. Welcome in, everyone, to another episode of Commanders Franchise. Sorry for missing last week. Life definitely got the better of me. But we are back again this week. I am planning on giving you 2 streams this weekend. Obviously this one, and I'm going to try to stream tomorrow morning before tomorrow's 1 p.m. slate of games. But anyways, we are coming off of a 23-13 victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pretty solid game all around. This week is our bye week, but as you can tell by our title, getting our star running back, I think. So, this is our bye week. Jonathan Tolliver's been out with a broken collarbone. He's on IR. You only get 2 IR spots in this Madden, so I use them on Jonathan Allen and Tolliver. I think after I simulate the bye week, I can get Tolliver back. I really hope so because, he's an absolute superstar. But last week, our back by committee actually ran the ball very well. It was refreshing to see. Let's see. Last week, we also had Kenneth Murray win NFC Defensive Player of the Week. 4 sacks as an off-the-ball linebacker, along with 12 tackles. That's how you can tell this is a video game. But before we go ahead and jump into this game against the Denver Broncos, we gotta address our bye week. Coach, you have to be happy to be heading into your bye week in first place. Any special plans for the week off? Team bonding, stay grinding, self-scouting. We're gonna do team bonding. You know what? We're 7-4 right now. We're in first place in the division. These guys have earned a break. Okay, and jumping into our weekly strategy. Doesn't really look like they don't even give you anything to address. We're gonna go half pads. I think I'm gonna go split. Do I want to go split or do I want to go backups? I think we'll go split across the board. Oh wait, fuck. Alright, pretty low intensity practice. I swear to God, if someone gets injured. Okay, no injuries there. Alright, let's go ahead and advance our week. So on top of getting Jonathan Tolliver back, I believe we're also going to get Owen Perkins back, our starting right guard. Look at our injury report here. Yeah, so you can see it's a lot shorter than it was. Jonathan Tolliver, uninjured. Can I activate him off IR? Are you fucking kidding me? I can't activate him off IR. This is why I put I think in parentheses. I'm pretty sure the game even says you can activate him off IR after 4 weeks, and he's been out for more than 4 weeks, and I still can't activate him. That's frustrating, which means I probably can't activate Jonathan Allen next week either because I put him on IR. Now I wonder, can you edit his injuries? Yeah, I don't think you can edit injuries and just say, no, this guy's not injured. Yep, nope, okay. Yeah, that's annoying. Hopefully that's fixed in the newer Maddens. But yeah, that's really annoying. Okay, but let's head over to our lineup real quick. Okay, so we do have Owen Perkins back. We are still operating with Chris Murray at right tackle as Sam Cosme is injured. And we actually operated with Devin Purnell, our 4th round rookie, as our lead back last week, and he did a pretty good job. All 3 of these guys did a pretty good job. Him, Bam Knight, and Roschon Johnson all had pretty good games. Pretty solid game all around last week against the Bucks. Now, before we jump into our weekly strategy against the Broncos, let's take a look at this Broncos team, see how different it is than the real-life Broncos. There will be no Bo Nix, I know that. Instead, we'll see Alex Charleston, second-year man out of North Dakota State, 80 overall. They do have Trey Lance, but he's their backup. Javonte Williams still with the Broncos in this universe, 90 overall, superstar dev. Jerry Jeudy still with the Broncos, 88 overall. Marvin Mims is an 81. Jared Quick, or Gerard Quick. It's probably Gerard. He's black. That's not racist. I hate racism. He's a 79 overall, second-year man out of Louisville. Greg Dulcich, 81 overall. Jedrick Wills with the Broncos in this universe. He's an 82. Ben Powers, also an 82. Stanley Freeman, 4th-year man out of Clemson. He's an 80. Quinn Miners is an 83. And Mike McGlinchey, excuse me, is an 81 overall. On the defense, Philip Carter, 4th-year man out of the University of Alabama. He's an 83. Zach Allen still kicking around. He's an 81. Titus Sheard, 4th-year man out of USF, 79 overall. And Aleem McNeil is a 76 overall. Derek Hall is a 76. Drew Sanders is an 82. Jawan Bentley, former New England Patriot, is a 79. Baron Browning is an 82. Their secondary, Patrick Surtain, 99 overall. But is he not a superstar X Factor? He's not. He has star development. Still, probably someone we want to stay away from. Lloyd Dockery, 3rd-year man out of UCF, is an 83. And Paulson Adebo is a 79. Justin Simmons, still with the Broncos in this universe, 86 overall. And Donovan Wilson at the other safety is an 81. Jordan Kirkpatrick, who I believe was on our practice squad at one point. He is an 80 overall with superstar dev as a rookie. And Johnny Hecker is their punter. And that's this Denver Broncos team. They're a pretty solid team, but they don't really have any stars outside of Pat Surtain. So I think we're going to just have to, not throw it in the direction of Pat Surtain. Let's go ahead and view our playoff picture. At 7-4, we're currently the number 3 seed, obviously leading our division. If the season were to end today, we would play the Carolina Panthers at home in the first round. The Falcons have a first-round bye. They are a dangerous team. Desmond Ridder ended up turning into an absolute superstar instead of being a bum. Trench boost. We are discussing our offensive line that played very well against the Bucks. Huge day on the ground for you in that last win. Those guys up front really went to work, and you have to be proud of the way they performed. They did perform really well. Love giving a shout out to the offensive line. Those guys never get enough credit. Chances are, when you pay attention to the offensive line in the game, it's usually not for a good reason. Okay. So let's jump into our weekly strategy. So Javonte Williams, I said they didn't really have any star power, but Javonte Williams, 90 overall, he's definitely, I would say he's a star in this league, or in this universe. Defend the outside run, or do I want to defend the inside run? So it looks like they are a very good rushing team, regardless of whether it's outside or inside. I think we're going to defend the inside run. I think we're going to go full pads. I don't think there's anything we need to really worry about from a defensive perspective. Offensively, now what do I want to do offensively? We had a really good game running the ball last week. I think we're going to just keep that going. Now, one thing I think I will do, Owen Perkins is coming back from injury, so I'll put right guard as split reps. But outside of that, let's go ahead and simulate this training. And let's pray for no injuries. Okay. Offensively, I have a PCL sprain for Devontae Miller. So our number 2 receiver is going to be out for this game. That's a decent sized loss. And an ACL sprain for Montez Sweat. So we are without our star defensive end and our number 2 receiver. We're going to have to do some thinking here. We're going to have to go and adjust our lineup real quick. So Luke Cole, I think I'm fine with him getting a bigger role. I think I'm going to give Sidney Burgess the number 3 spot. Yeah, we'll go with that. Defensively, yep, Trevis Gibson will get the start. There we go. Okay, so we've been pretty banged up this year, so it's nice that we're 7-4, especially with all the injuries we have. But let's go ahead and jump into this game against the Denver Broncos. I think we're gonna go full maroon. Or burgundy, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
It's week 13 of the National Football League. And here comes Kenneth Murray, who's really been a force from his linebacker spot, now up to 10 sacks this season. It's the Commanders and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Okay, and we are going to kick off. Start off this game. Joey Sly to boot it away. And off we go. And this kick will be taken for a knee about 8 yards deep in the end zone. Of course, old kickoff rules, so the Broncos will start off at the 25. And here comes their quarterback, Charleston. Through 11 games, a little over 2,000 yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Not a lot of passing yards, but a good TD to INT ratio. All right, we'll use our Trevis Gibson here. We're without Montez Sweat. We're without Jonathan Allen. And this is going to be a quick pass, and it's complete to Quick for 8 yards before being leveled by Cameron Curl.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
This is a give to Williams, who sheds through a tackle and picks up 10 yards.
Across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And I believe we have a false start there by McGlinchey. That'll back him up 5.
This afternoon. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
First and 15. And this is another give to Williams, and a nice tackle there. They give him 3.
Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up with this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And a throw back across his body's complete to Williams. He only picks up 2. They'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass. Number 16.
3rd and 10.
I think if you talk to your head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But in the end of it, he would admit there's definitely...
Charleston is going to take off, and he has to slide down to avoid the hit. He picks up 5, but that'll bring up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for a big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing...
And the Broncos are going to punt this one away.
Get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Connor Highsmith back to return. Normally I have James Cotton back there,
Gets this one away.
and we're going to let that go out of bounds at the 13.
Bounds near the 13-yard line.
So here comes Sam Howell.
Washington now back down.
Don't ask me about his numbers.
First drive. And a peek at the man under center.
He does have more passing yards than the quarterback he's going up against. Not as good of a touchdown to interception ratio. I really only care about the touchdowns, but still 13 touchdowns, not great. A lot of the interceptions are my fault.
Starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks.
And here's Devin Purnell, our 4th-round rookie. Had a great game against the Bucks. Picks up 5 yards. I also think I need to adjust my lineup a little bit. I've been putting Terry McLaurin in the slot so I can get Luke Cole and Devontae Miller on the field. But, of course, it defaults to Connor Highsmith. I've also been having James Cotton, who has 99 speed returning punts. Where the fuck is he? Oh, there he is. Connor Highsmith, of course, an all-pro kick returner for us.
Stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how
2nd and 5.
fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission.
You know what we did a lot in our win against the Bucks is we sent a lot of guys in motion. We're going to do that right now with Rayshawn Nash and see if anything opens up, but it doesn't. We only gain a yard, and it's 3rd and 4.
A lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy.
And, of course, we've been going back by committee. We're going to put Bam Knight in the game. I'm going to have to start calling him Bam. I know that was what he went by until very recently.
Second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes
3rd and
in the
4.
wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice
And we are hit as we throw, and that is into the turf, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and
We're going to have to punt.
off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking.
Blake Gillikin to punt this one away.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there.
And the Broncos will start this drive at the 29.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when.
And this is going to be a play fake, and down goes Charleston. It's Chase Young, having another all-pro caliber season.
Before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop?
And that is going to be a throwaway by Charleston, who was under pressure. He had his check down in the flat open, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and 19.
This defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly what
3rd and 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Charleston checks this one down to his tight end. And they'll pick up 9, but they're nowhere close to the first, and we are going to force a 3 and out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. So on 4th down,
Excuse me.
Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Johnny Hecker to punt for the 2nd time already. James Cotton
Taken from just outside the 30.
tried to get the edge.
38 yards on the punt. No
Couldn't.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
See if we have better luck on this drive.
Retake the field for drive number 2. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week. So this
First carry for Bam Knight. Only picks up 2. 2nd and 8.
Open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook.
Sending McLaurin on a corner here.
Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back.
And that pass is swatted away, incomplete. Trying to sneak that into Rayshawn Nash.
And incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in
That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I'm going to send Zonovan Knight on kind of a weird swing to the right.
Al now to throw it.
And we get sacked immediately.
Down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
What the hell happened there?
Players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back end for extra.
Well, they sent 6. We only had 5 blocking, but there were 2 guys there before we could even do anything.
Thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Offensive line played really good last game against the Bucks. Not the case here in the early going. We have to punt for the 2nd time. Gillikin gets it away. And a nice tackle there by Beckham to pin the Broncos inside the 20.
1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
This is a give to Williams, and he sneaks through and gets close to 10.
Now that was an excellent run. And
2nd and inches.
That's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space,
Quick pass, that's complete. I believe that's Dolchich again to pick up the 1st.
Passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots.
And there's a flag on the play. Is that another false start? It is. 2nd false start of the game.
Jedrick Wills, former
It's Jedrick Wills, the left tackle. Oh, shit, that's not what I wanted to do.
Back to throw.
And getting brought down again is Charleston. This time it's Trevis Gibson getting the start for the injured Montez Sweat.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end.
And down goes Charleston again. Trevis Gibson, back-to-back plays. Our defense loves sacks. I also love sacks. 3rd and 31.
This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
He has a ton of room to run, and he just throws it away. We'll take it. Could have given us some field position, or given themselves some field position, but it will bring up 4th down and our 5th punt of this first quarter. Cotton back to return from just shy of midfield. He gets out past midfield to the 48.
Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half.
Here's Bam Knight. Big hole for Bam. And he loses the football, and the Broncos recover.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You cannot do that, man. Cannot turn the ball over. Well, I know who is not going to be seeing the field for a while. I hate it when something like that happens. That was such a good run, good blocking up front, and you cough it up. Can't do that.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something.
Here's Williams.
On the field. Now, sometimes, if you have
Picks up a yard.
3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top of the game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now 2nd and 9.
Second and 9. A quick pass complete. That's Dulcich again for 5.
And now it's 3rd and 4.
The game there on 2nd down, that's a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 4. And that pass is going to be caught. Cliff Greenfield was right there to make a play on the ball, and he doesn't.
Inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Marvin Mims with a big catch and run.
How about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
Great ball by Charleston.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They are in field goal range. Charleston looking to throw, and he takes another sack. This time it's Kenneth Murray, the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Year.
Kenneth Murray in there to drop him for his 11th.
And that's probably going to be the last play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1, although the Broncos are in field goal range.
We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Second and 21. They're calling an audible, probably because they know what defense we're in.
Now back to throw.
That's a quick pass that's complete. And a broken tackle there, and they pick up 11 yards, and Myron Murphy's injured.
Before he's inside the 30.
They picked up way more yards than I would have liked them to get.
Washington has
Let me see who's in. We're going to have to put Kinlaw in. Levi Onwuzurike, no. I mean, he's been cheeks this year. We're putting Javon Kinlaw in.
down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back.
3rd and 10. They do go empty here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
This pass is going to be complete
This off
to Williams, and he's injured on the play.
23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
They pick up a couple. It'll bring up a 4th and 8. A dislocated shoulder for Murphy. He's not coming back in the game.
Staff takes a look.
And the Broncos are going to go for the field goal here. This is Kirkpatrick, the rookie. He was on our practice squad. Turns out he's a really good kicker.
In the second quarter.
And the kick is going to be good. I thought we had a chance to block that. We probably did.
It's 3-0. So
But the Broncos strike first, 3-0.
turnover of the game, and then
take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense...
And we're going to let that land in the end zone. We'll take the touchback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been...
We'll go conservative with our ball carrying. I don't care if it costs us some yards.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Send Nash in motion again.
Running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll start.
Here's Purnell. Have to cut back up the middle to pick up 3. Second and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And what the fuck was that? Rayshawn Nash ran into Mitch Crawford, and now the pass is picked off.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football. There's that
unbelievable.
And nervousness.
Unfucking believable. They run into each other. I mean, what the fuck is this? They run into each other. You can argue that this wasn't the right read to begin with, but if they don't run into each other and the pass is somewhere over here, it's probably a decent gain, but instead they run into each other, and it's just a free interception in great field position. Unbelievable.
What do I do with this thing?
Unfucking believable.
No better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates.
A quick pass, and that's caught by Judy. Cliff Greenfield, again with an opportunity to make a play on the ball, unable to do so.
After they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. From the 23, here's second down and 5. They'll look to throw here.
Quick pass, and incomplete. Almost picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Third and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
This pass over the middle is complete to Jerry Jeudy to the 3-yard line.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
1st and goal from the 3. This is a play fake and a throw on the run, and it's caught by Jerry Jeudy for the touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able
And the Broncos take advantage of the interception.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that.
And it is 10-0.
Presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Connor Highsmith, we're going to return this one. We can't get anything going on offense. See if we can get anything going kick returning. We only get to the 23.
23-yard line. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Here's Purnell. No one blocks second level. We pick up 3.
First down run, he gets maybe 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Howell.
We're going to try to drop that one in the bucket for Luke Cole. It's incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
This might be a roughing call.
And it's going to be roughing the passer. Our biggest offensive play of the game. We'll take it.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions.
Here's Purnell again. Purnell able to find some room and a nice run, 9 yards to midfield.
Short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Good yardage there.
I think I'm going to give him a breather. I'm going to put Roschon Johnson in.
Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down.
Send him in motion. And Johnson goes backwards.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Here's Howell.
And Luke Cole makes the catch. That's Sam Howell's first completion of the game. It goes for 5 yards and a first.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed.
Johnson loses yards again.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And that pass is incomplete again. How am I getting pressured immediately?
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly
They sent 6 again. I had 6 blocking.
jobs in tandem, the back helping the front.
I think I'm going to put Purnell back in. This might be 4-down territory for us.
In the back, the pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Gonna try a screen.
This drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now he'll look to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And it's
4th and 4. We're gonna have to go for this.
They stop him a few yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards. But
4th and 4.
Before you get the first down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Howell.
And that's picked. That was dumb.
Continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson.
And it's a pick 6. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
This one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was dumb.
Now for the point after.
I don't know. I tried going with coach suggestions. They called nothing but dog shit plays because they wanted me to be pussies and
17-0.
take the points.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception.
They were in the perfect defense for that play.
To the end zone for the pick
But it was 4th down.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is ugly. Needs something to go right.
And able to get this out to the 25. That pick 6 just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something.
I don't want Zonovan Knight anywhere near the field. Get him the fuck out of my sight. What's he listed as? The 3rd down back? Get him out of my sight. I don't want to see him.
Drive, 1st and 10. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Purnell. Nice run. Devin Purnell. To 39.
Just shy of the 40, they'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
There's Purnell again. Right up the middle. Devin Purnell. One of our lone bright spots. Out past midfield.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell.
Another quick pass. That's Luke Cole. Good for the first.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Purnell, a lot of space up the middle. Devin Purnell, all the way down to the 19.
Inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 67 yards.
Let's put Roschon Johnson in. I know Purnell's running the ball well, but I don't want to run him into the ground.
He has been tough to stop here this 1st down.
There are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game. And
Roschon Johnson just having shit luck.
Defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple
2nd and 11.
came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time.
And Terry McLaurin with the catch and the touchdown. That was a ballsy throw. I saw the safety split.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
And we are on the board.
But they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain.
It's 17-7.
But at least they know it's manageable.
Finally a good drive.
By Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
It looks like the Broncos will start this drive off at the 25.
Thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
Another quick pass complete to Dolchich. Picks up 4.
Drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes,
you're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way you capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays.
2nd and 6.
We don't let him get going again.
And this pass is going to be complete. That's a big gain. We were in coverage that time.
Before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In Washington territory.
See if they snap the ball here before the 2-minute warning. I would. And they do. And it's a play fake. And the pass is complete to Marvin Mims. And we are at the 2-minute warning. We might need to send pressure.
Back to throw again.
Another quick pass. He somehow holds on to that.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again.
This pass to the left side's complete to Marvin Mims for the touchdown.
Marvin Mims, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind
Yep,
of
Jalen Watson got cooked.
because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
24-7.
Reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
We'll let this land in the end zone. 1:32 to go. We have all 3 timeouts.
So we will start here at the 25.
Putting Purnell back in.
Washington offense heading out. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well.
And we're sacked.
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on
Didn't like the look. Tried taking off. Didn't work. Is the way it is.
This offense
Now they're going to keep... I really hate the coach suggestions sometimes, man.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well.
And a nice catch there by Terry McLaurin. Pick up the first down. Can I have something that's not tight end wheel, please?
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball.
And what the fuck was that? What the absolute fuck was that?
Now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
What the fuck, man?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is
Sending McLaurin on a corner.
And Howe will throw it.
What the fuck is that?
And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it.
I mean, that's all I'm saying at this point is what the fuck. Yeah, sure, let's just fucking give up. This game's infuriating, man. Yeah, sure, let's just give up. Yeah, fuck it, let's go play action. Maybe they think we are giving up.
Last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Play action.
Play action. Howell.
Wide open to Sidney Burgess. That's why we don't just fucking give up. We are in field goal range. To the 18.
Problem is they're able to convert.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Howe from the gun.
Quick completion to Rayshon Nash.
It's Nash. The Commanders
Not a big gain, but we'll take it.
Timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We're going to try to drop in the bucket for Luke Cole. Go up and get it. Can't get it. Incomplete.
Down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And on 3rd and 5, this
They're double teaming Luke Cole on the outside.
Howell down to throw it.
That pass is incomplete.
Complete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice
We're going to have to settle for 3. We'll take it given the circumstances, but don't love that. Joey Sly to make it a 2-score game, and he does.
This one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the
1 second to go. We do receive the second half kickoff,
Not much time left on the clock.
but we are down by 2 scores. We force a return. Doesn't really matter. 24-10 at half.
So we have come to halftime, and what's already
Yeah, I mean turnovers. We have 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions. Our offensive line isn't protecting us. Their offense isn't even doing that good, but we have to throw blitz counter on. Sam Howell's getting pummeled back there. And I mean, what do I want to do? We've done a good job containing Javonte Williams. I think we're going to stick with defending the inside run. We've done a good job containing him. Our defense has done a fine job. The 24 points won't tell you that, but And Highsmith's going to have to return this one from the 1. And Connor Highsmith, nice return out to the 31.
Just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense.
Purnell's been a lone bright spot for our struggling offense.
To keep pace offensively, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense
Hill with
have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He finds his man complete. It's Burgess. And they're going to mark him down short. Maybe.
No, we're not punting. What the fuck are these play calls, man?
7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Second and 6. The 50-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Kenneth Murray able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. the 38.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Howell. He finds his man complete. It's Nash. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howell flushed out right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Back to throw. Howell. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a...
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10. The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. That's Crawford. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a screen set up for Johnson. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out, and the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat in the drive and get at the 25-yard line. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already.
Dead. It is on. My own stream.
Throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
As usual,
34.
Run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass over the...
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, it's Sharp, and somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass complete to Jeudy on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. Excellent play. One that made him 7 points on the board when his drive is over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Out route complete to Dulcich. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich from a yard out. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Howell throwing on 1st down here, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Hands it off out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Howell. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington. To take over again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Mays. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Cole. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down and goal to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rolling to his right. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin the drive with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 23 yards the pickup there. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington down by 16, 2:16 to play. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mays. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Mays. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
On 3rd down, Mays. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Complete to Cole, and he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And this throw incomplete. With the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now inside the 25, and what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports.
Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot of